The Smiley J Artist Zone, a platform for and about independent artists, music, interviews, and much, much more. Now, give it up. Your host, Smiley J.
Welcome to the Smiley J Artist Zone, a worldwide platform and cool space dedicated to independent music creators. And I'm your host, Smiley J. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is so good to be back with my folks. Yes. Shout out to all of my music heads out there who are open to exploring different music genres. You know, y'all my kind of people. Yes. And you know what? Let me welcome all of my first timers. If this is your first time tuning into the show, I want to thank you for hanging out with me today. And all I ask is that you come back and let's do it again. And don't forget to tell a friend, okay? Because sharing is caring. By the way, you can listen to the show on your favorite music or podcast platform. Remember that you can catch the show either in real time or you can go back and listen on your own time. Just remember, all shows are archived. So I got you covered. Can't be with me in real time? Go back and listen, when you can. Now, wherever you decide to listen to the show, just make sure that you hit that follow button. Follow, follow, follow. All right, y'all, what's happening? We are in the 2-4. And guess what? There is more in the 2-4. Yes, indeed. New music, new goals, and you know what? A new you, for some of you anyway. I am wishing everyone out there a year filled with, with good health, peace, and joy, and love. Can't forget love. All of those things that money can't buy. Well, you can try to buy some of those things. But good luck on that. We already know how that ends up. Yes. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am looking forward to hearing all of this good new music. By the way, speaking of new music, I want to thank my listeners. Like, I have some of the best listeners. I want to thank you guys for sending me and, turning me on to some of these new up-and-coming artists, sending in music, sending me links. I so appreciate you. I've been having a good time just listening to all of this good music. And can I just say, there are so many talented singers, songwriters, and musicians out there. And, I just ask that you keep your ears to the streets, keep sending me in all of this good music. I do listen, and I do appreciate you for that. Yes. As a matter of fact, speaking of good music, I want to, today's guest, I was introduced to her music, by the way. And, you know what? Let me tell you a little bit about her before I bring her on. She is a Motown native who was born into a musical family. She's also a singer, songwriter, who is classically trained. She plays several instruments. Yes, my kind of girl power. And it is always exciting when you have a mega talent like today's guest. So I want you guys to stop what you're doing, put your hands together, and help me welcome the lovely Miss Dayna Davis. Hey, welcome to the Smiley J Artist Zone. How are you today?
I'm doing really well. How are you?
I'm well, too. Listen, I'm so glad to have you here. You have been super patient with my schedule. I so totally appreciate you.
We did it. I know it's been a month or two. We've been trying to coordinate, but I'm so happy we made it happen.
We're here, y'all, and Detroit is in the house, y'all.
In the house?
Yes. I've had a few past guests from Detroit. So,
Oh, really?
Detroit is the music center, yes.
It is. Shout out to Motown.
Motown, yes. A lot of great artists.
We do have a spectacular group of musicians here.
You know what? Speaking of that, let me just ask you right off the break, do you have, a favorite Detroit singer?
A favorite Detroit singer? There's so many. My father, he's also a singer. And so the first group that came to mind were the Temptations, because I feel like I have to mention them. And of course, we had the wonderful Aretha Franklin.
Yes. You can't mention Detroit without Aretha.
You just can't do that. You can't do that. So I I'm just honored to be amongst the mix. You know,
Yes,
there's been
yes.
so many greats here, so many, and a lot of great contemporaries that are flourishing now in the Metro Detroit area. So I am privileged to be amongst such great company.
Yes, and more to come, right? Those up-and-coming artists
That's
that we
right.
haven't even heard of yet. That's in the lab right now as we
That's
speak.
right. That's right. You know, we're all paying our dues.
Yes, yes. So, you know what, we're going to keep this music train going. Like, you know, like a lot of artists before you, like you also grew up singing in a church and listening to a lot of Motown artists.
Mm-hmm.
And you were also like a part of a gospel group in college.
That's right. That's right. That's kind of where the transformation kind of took place in a lot of ways. But yeah, I've had a myriad of experiences from my father being in the Motown era and a lot of my family being entrenched in, you know, the quote unquote Black church and having that experience. And then I was the band camp girl. Mm-hmm. So I have a lot of classical roots. And I was a part of the University of Michigan Gospel Chorale. And I was also a part of a gospel recording group. My dad and I even started our own group together post-college. And now I am a solo artist.
See, you are just like super like well-rounded musically speaking.
Yeah, and you know, hopefully that comes across in my music. It's hard for me to kind of pinpoint a genre because I kind of pull from everything.
Yeah, like I know that you are classically trained and you play the piano. Like you also play the sax, right?
I do.
Oh, look at here. I love my lady sax players.
Alto sax, piano, trumpet, and I did dabble with guitar. So
you know what? I love it. I love it.
Piano are my primary instruments, and when I feel like it on a good day, I'll break out my saxophone.
So listen, then was your dad also an instrumentalist? Did he play an instrument?
Yes. So he's a vocalist, piano player, and he plays guitar.
Wow.
Yep.
So listen, what other than Motown, like, because I know what other music did you listen to growing up? I know gospel and Motown.
You know,
is there any other genres?
So I grew up in I hate to say a religious household, but you know, generally speaking, I grew up in a religious household. So I did grow up primarily with gospel, smooth jazz, and classical, and like classic R&B, classic pop, soft rock. I wasn't allowed to listen to, you know, rap or like some of the more colorful R&B, if you will.
I like how you coined that term. Yes.
But it eventually got in my toolbox later when I could sneak it in.
Okay, listen. You know, I gotta ask, like, who's in your toolbox? Which rap artist or rap group is in your toolbox?
Listen, when I was younger, I loved some Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Okay, yes.
I did.
Yes, Ohio guys, yes.
Yes. And I only really knew, like, Meet Me at the Crossroads. I only knew the one song because that was on the radio, and, you know, I would hang out with my friends, and that would come on. But, yeah, I would say some of my favorite artists are, of course, Whitney Houston, and Toni Braxton, Celine Dion, Mariah Carey.
Oh, great vocalist.
I love Alita Adams and Jill Scott.
Oh, all the good ones. I mean, it's a lot, but those
all
good
the
ones
classics.
there.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So they had, you know, an influence in your music.
They certainly have. And I also love Natalie Cole.
Oh, yes.
Especially from a jazz lens. I loved her versatility to go back and forth between jazz, R&B, and gospel. It was masterful, in my opinion.
You know what? You're absolutely right. And she did it so well and graceful. And just, I mean, she's like America's sweetheart. Like, we love her. We love the great late Natalie.
Yes, absolutely.
So let's talk about your song, like, Together Forever. Like, I love that title. Like, we need that in the world. Like, we need more of that.
We need more of that, and I need some of that. But yes.
It's such a pretty song. Like, it's giving me that perfect wedding song, Now, was that song written from a personal experience? And what was the inspiration behind the song?
What? I would love to say that it was, but it wasn't. I actually co-wrote this song with my father and my uncle at least 10 years ago. I can't even remember the year, but it was over a decade ago. And I was still living with my parents. And, oh God, if I was living with my parents, it's been over 10 years. It's probably closer to 15 years. My goodness. And I was just playing at the piano, and I had come up with a little melody and came up with the hook. Didn't even have words. And my dad was kind of there, and he's like, "Oh, Dayna, I hear these words." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I kind of fleshed out a whole hook for it. And then my uncle, who is also a songwriter and recording artist, we called him over, and we kind of hashed out some verses and a bridge, and that was it.
I love it. Like, that was totally a family affair.
It was. And outside of familial, platonic love, there's no together forever in that mix. But I certainly love the concept of the song.
Well, the video was super cute. Like, speaking of video, you were playing the guitar.
I did.
Yeah.
I brought out my guitar and took a few shots and scenes with that.
Yeah. So
now I did not play it on the recording, though, just for clarification, but for the video's sake, I did.
It made very good visual.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you were the executive producer, like, on your project. Ain't No Love Like This?
Projects, yes.
That's what's up. Let's talk. She said all of my projects.
Yes,
I know that's
ma'am.
right. Let's talk about the Lady Ball stuff. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about DRD International Records and the publishing company. Let's go ahead and segue over to see. I love my boss ladies. She made that clear. Look, all of them. Okay,
let's be clear.
I just missed
it. So let's start with I am an only child. So that's number one. And I definitely have a girl dad, and he was definitely pro empowerment and having control over myself, my image, my business, and my future. And so I have learned a great deal of business acumen over the years, and I've just found it. I found it best to take the reins at this juncture in my journey.
I love that. Like, you in the business, being an artist, an instrumentalist, and just having your own record company. Like, and I have to ask this question because I have a lot of independent artists listen to the show, like yourself. Like, what is one of the least things that you hate about the music business as an independent music creator?
One of the things I like least... I'm going to say this, but it is a double-edged sword when I say this. So I have to do all of the investing on the front end. And so for me and my lifestyle and temperament, that means I have to wear all of the hats, including a full-time job, including freelance work, and, being an artist. And I have to do my own marketing, creative, like all the hats, I wear it. Yeah. And so I'm exhausted. And sometimes I feel as though I can't give 100% to one thing because I have to be so much to so many things. But I do give my best of what I do have. But, it kind of sucks that you have to kind of expend everything and probably borrow a little from somewhere.
Yes.
To make it and thrive. And so to maybe, quote unquote, arrive at any particular milestone, it does require a lot. And a lot is an understatement. But I will say that within that, I can appreciate that I learned so much. And I'm sure that it will serve me on the back end for maybe hopefully when I can join forces with, some sort of larger label or house that can help with some of the marketing and some of the deals that would need to be made to kind of get on larger platforms.
And that's real. Like, it's real. Like, you're exhausted. You do everything. You pour your blood, sweat, and tears in it. But at the end of the day, you get it done. And you're happy with your finished product. Like, I did this. Like, it took a minute. It took money. It took, but I did it. It
did. And it was me.
Yes.
It was me. It was for me. And it was done by me. Of course, I have a team of people that assist me and help bring things to fruition. But yeah, it was like, this was my image. This was my vision. This was what I wanted to do. And it was with what I earned. So there is a pride in that.
Yes. Yes. And shout out to all those supporters behind the scene, because as independent music creators, we need those folks, that they have our back and push us. Like, we need those people. Yeah.
They do. They matter so much. And honestly, there are some days where, people I didn't even know knew who I was or recognized me, just a simple message or a heart on a social media message really goes a long way, when you just kind of feel like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Today I'm tired. And, questions do come up in your mind, like, is this worth it?
Yes.
I'm telling you.
And let me just say, for the record, to anyone out there, you are allowed to be tired and to hit the pause button, take a break, regroup, like whatever you need to do. But come on back to because we need you artists out there. Like, music makes the world go around. Music, laughter, and love. So we need all of those things. So hit that pause button, but come on back.
I believe in a good pause, a good reset, and some continuous self-care.
Most definitely, yes. Yeah, that part right there.
That part right there. When I tell you I have my 90-minute massage scheduled right after this, I sure do.
See, I'm that girl. I get them twice a month sometimes. Like, that is my favorite thing to do. Like,
essential.
I mean, I can skip the nails. Yeah, give me a basic manicure, but I need my massage.
I do. It is necessary. This is not luxury. It's not.
No. That's part of the wellness routine there.
I'm telling you.
So, Dayna, what we working on? Like, I know that we're here in the new year, and I know a lot of folks, have these New Year goals, and I don't even want to say resolution. I'm going to say goals. Let's stick to goals. Like, what can you share with us what you're working on so we can kind of be on the lookout? And
absolutely. So I'm currently working on a single. It is another remake of a very popular song, a cover, but I will do my own spin on it. I'm working with a co-producer that I work with often. His name is Philip Johnson, and we're cooking up something really good for you guys, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. I do hope to release it in the spring of 2024, which is around the corner. And it might be a part of a larger EP project. Mm-hmm. I'm still playing with that idea. I do have a lot of original content that I would also like to release in the very near future. So it might be a single on an EP project that will include some new original material as well.
So you know what that said, Dayna? You know what that means? That means you have to come on back.
Girl. You know I'll come back. I'm here for a good chat.
Yes. But listen, today the folks get to hear, because good music never gets old. It doesn't have an expiration date. So today the folks are going to hear Together Forever, because guess what? We want that to happen, yes.
Yes, let's go ahead and manifest.
Let's go ahead and make that a hashtag, Together Forever.
Hashtag Together Forever. I love that.
Yes. But listen, I like to play a little game.
Oh, boy.
Especially when I feel that my guests are cool and they may be down for it. You down for a little game?
We can see how far we get.
Okay, let's do it. I like it. She said, let's do it. Come on, just ride with me on this. I promise it's going to be fun. It's called Fit B. Okay, so it doesn't involve any physical activities. It's fill in the blanks, okay? So,
oh, good.
Yeah, 3 questions, 3 seconds. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, so you have been granted one wish to make the world a better place. What would that one change, that one wish be?
More love, less
Oh,
judgment.
love it. She gave us two, love and judgment.
Oh,
Less
I'm
judgment.
sorry.
I love it. No, we need that. We need the love and we need less judgment. I take that answer. I love it.
Okay.
All right. You know, us girls, we always have our favorite. Like, so what is your one beauty item that you absolutely cannot do without?
Mascara.
Okay. All right. Last and final question. Tell us one quirky thing that many people may not know about you, even your close friends.
Just one?
But listen, if you spilling the tea, give us two or three.
So I am one of those people, like, we could be talking about anything and one word will trigger a song. And it's almost just like a human jukebox, you know?
Oh.
It's like, you know, you can, you know, mention, man, so this was a lovely day. And all of a sudden I'm hearing Bill Withers and I'm singing Bill Withers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm that girl.
That's that creative thinking. I love it.
Yeah. And, you know, another thing is that to be a vocalist, the most challenging thing for me is to remember song lyrics.
Mm-hmm. And what do you do to help you?
It requires a lot of repetition for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I just got to keep practicing and keep singing it and keep listening, and eventually it sticks.
Well, you know what? Thank you for sharing those things about, because a lot of people, you know, they don't want to share that side of them. Like, I want to share all the good stuff.
Listen,
but we don't
I'm
have our
human.
little. Yes. Thank you for that. So we're going to expect the new music later on this year. You're going to come on back. We're going to do this thing again.
Yes.
But listen, until next time, I need all the listeners out there to know how to keep up with you, where to go, to follow your new music process. They may want to follow along with you. So give out all your information.
I would love to. So you can get the gist of my stuff at DaynaDavis.com. That's DAYNA Davis.com. You get the most tea on Instagram, and that's Dayna R. Davis. And you can also find me on Facebook under Dayna Davis.
Wonderful. Thank you, Dayna. Now listen, any a performance coming up in the Detroit area?
You know, right now I am performing weekly at a restaurant in Southfield with a band called Epiphany. So you can catch me as the host singer and the house band singer there. You can look it up on my Instagram and you'll see it there. I keep a few corporate contracts throughout the year. Unfortunately, those are typically private events. And I typically will post any other public events. I do hope to host a personally produced show probably in the summertime again around my birthday. So we're looking around June or July.
Wonderful. Thank you to all my folks and all my listeners in the Detroit area. Be sure to check out Miss Dayna Davis. Yes, she's wearing many hats wherever she goes. Host, singer, arranger. Listen.
Listen.
That's what we do.
I'm
That's
grateful for it.
Yes. Well, I want to thank you again, Dayna, for hanging out with me in the Artist Zone. Much love to you and
Jay.
all that you do. And let's keep in
to
touch.
you. We
Yes.
will.
Let's
We
stay in
will.
touch. And you come on back now, back in
I'll be
April,
back.
June. All right. Until then, peace and love.
Peace and love.
The first time I laid eyes on you, I knew that my dreams would come true. You looked right through to the eyes of my heart, and ever since we've never been apart. I never thought that I could find someone like you. No one has ever made me feel this way till I found you. Together, forever, together, forever. You you and me. Oh, no, 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 no. I feel complete right here with you. Won't you take me to be one with you? I'll always stay. I'll never leave. I promise I'll always be true. I never thought that I would find someone like you. No one has ever made me feel this way till I found you. Hey, together, together, forever, 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 just you and me. Together, together, forever, forever, just you and me. Forever, it's you and me. It's me and you together. I wanna spend my life with you. This love will last. Together forever, always in love with you. We'll be together forever, always in love with you. I love you, baby. Together, together, and forever, always in love with you till the end of time. Together forever, can't nobody love you like I do, and I love you, I do, yeah. Together forever, we're inseparable, always in love. You're all I need, gon' be right here together, ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be in love with you. I love you.
Hey, this is Babe Bright, the bad boy indie soul, and I'm in the zone with Smiley J.
All right, all right. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me to the very end. And also, I want to thank today's guest, Miss Dayna Davis. You guys be sure to follow her on social media so that you can, keep up with her music, her performance schedule, and all the wonderful things that she has going on. You guys know how we do around here. You like what you heard today, you download the music and add it to your favorite playlist. Until next time, I'm going to need you guys to be well, stay safe, and remember to listen to good music. Your ears will thank you for it. I'm Smiley J, and I'm out.